Welcome to Backstory with your hosts, Mylars bandmates and lifelong friends, Quig and Danny. The guys have lots of fun episodes coming, so please take a second to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Now, here's your hosts, Quig and Danny.
Welcome to Backstory. I'm Quig.
And I'm Danny.
On this episode, we're going to talk about the very first song we ever wrote together, Shut Up and Kiss Me. So it starts with the lyrics, which actually come out of a true story, which is kind of the way that I usually write things. Something clicks. And what had happened was I was at a party, and a young lady asked if I would like a ride home. And when we got there, we were just talking back and forth. And it's one of those things where you just know the attraction is there, but you're not quite sure. And of course, I probably had a definite buzz. And I kept talking and talking and talking. And finally, she just said, "Shut up and kiss me." And I thought, wow, that was pretty bold. I said, I got to write that down. So after I honored her request, I went into the house and I wrote out what became most of the lyrics to Shut Up and Kiss Me. And in those days, we kind of had a songwriting powwow every week. So I brought my lyrics and my title to the songwriting powwow, and that's when Danny got a hold of it.
Yeah. I remember when you first brought it and you told me the story, and I just thought it was such a great vibe. And we kind of had a little system to where we did things back in the day, and even still to this day. I mean, I feel like you're more you do a lot of lyrical writing. I do a lot of music writing. And not that you don't do music and I don't do lyrics, it's just that's kind of like what we've always, especially back in those days, those were, kind of the roles that we did. And you brought this great song to me with this great set of lyrics, and I was like, oh man, let's work on this tonight. I just remember that. I don't know, I just had, the chords in mind, just a very classic rock, Aerosmith, Joe Perry meets Kiss, kind of vibe to it. And the lyrics had that kind of vibe to it, so I thought that was the spirit. I could kind of sense that was the spirit you were going for, so it just felt right.
And it stayed in the set for a long time. We had even played it when the weigh-in had actually kind of morphed into the new band, Senescence. We had played a big Best Band in New Jersey contest at the Jersey Shore. And after weeks and weeks of, the contest going on and on and on, we made the finals, and then we actually won. So one of the prizes, besides the prize money, was that we had a little powwow with the local rock press. And it was kind of an honor because one of the people in the press was the Asbury Park Press. And the first thing they had asked us was, so what's the story behind Shut Up and Kiss Me? And that's when I told them the story of what had happened and how the song came to be. And in the article the next week, there it was, the story of Shut Up and Kiss Me.
Immortalized forever.
And it stayed with us until we recorded it finally.
Yeah, it was. I remember we recorded it not long after that. And just backtracking a little bit, because I have a little thing I want to say on that contest. We entered that contest with all the hopes in the world that we were gonna, try to win this thing, because we were we were rehearsing our asses off at that time. We were really...
the songs were right.
We were firing on all cylinders. Yeah, we must have been playing a couple hundred nights a year. I mean, we were out a lot, and we felt really good about it. I mean, it was a real long shot to win this thing, because there must have been 200-300 bands in this contest. It was every week at the Jersey Shore was preliminaries, semifinals. And every time we would show up, there would be another 6 bands that we'd have to beat that week. And they don't do stuff like that anymore. I don't think there's enough bands to do that kind of thing.
That's true, anyway, unfortunately.
But it was really cool. We would go down to the Jersey Shore every couple of weeks to try to advance in this contest, and it was just so cool. And finally we got to the very last night. It was us and the other 5 finalists, and I remember the grand prize was $1,000, and none of us had ever seen $1,000 in one place before. And when we won it and they handed us our check, I remember we were definitely on cloud 9 that night.
Definitely.
And then we're like, all right, we're going to record.
That's right. We spent our $1,000 quick.
Yeah, that lasted a couple weeks.
So then State of Grace was recorded, and Shut Up and Kiss Me ended up on Senescence State of Grace. and that was released in
92, 93, right?
Yeah, and then Shut Up and Kiss Me kind of left the radar. We went on to other things, and we hadn't thought about it in a long time until about 2014.
Yeah.
I got a call from F&A Records that they wanted to reissue the entire Way In catalog. So Shut Up and Kiss Me appears on the live album, Live in the Passion Zone.
Right.
And that was reissued. And then a few years later, we got a call from Steelheart Records.
Yeah, Steelheart Records. So, yeah, just recently, in the last year, apparently, the Senescence record was becoming this kind of sought-after 80s, hard-to-find record all over Amazon. I mean, people were telling me, oh, you got to see, did you see what State of Grace was going for on Amazon? And I would look it up, and the CD was going for like $100. And it was pretty wild. Really wild.
We got messages from Australia, Japan, Germany. It had made its way.
It made its way around. It was all European stuff, too.
Of course, Italy.
Yeah, Italy. So then we get a call from a really, really nice guy, Primo Benali, over at Steelheart Records in Milan, Italy. And he has that cool record label. They were interested in reissuing State of Grace in this past year. And we said, yeah, we would love to do it. We want to re-release the record. Our only contingency on the whole thing was that he gave us the freedom to remix the entire record and remaster the entire record. As much as we love the songs from, the 1992-93 State of Grace, it just didn't hold up, didn't hold the test of time as far as, sonically. And he was totally cool with that. He's like, absolutely, anything that's going to make the record better, I'm all about it. So
and he packaged it with a nice big booklet.
Yeah, 14-page booklet. It's really, really, really nice.
So, Shut Up and Kiss Me stayed with us quite a long time.
It did.
So let's hear Shut Up and Kiss Me. But before we do, I got a question for Danny, as I usually do. When we did Shut Up and Kiss Me live with the Way In, it had two special features. It started with your guitar solo, because you were the lead guitar player in the Way In.
That's right.
From there, it went to another special feature. Tell me what that feature was after we hear Shut Up and Kiss Me.
Good morning, class. Good morning, class. Class. Yeah!
Shut Up and Kiss Me. It's a blast.
Oh, great memories. Great memories.
So, all right. So it's the Shut Up and Kiss Me live with the Way In used to start with the guitar solo. And then in the song, there was some sort of special feature. Do you remember what that was?
I do. It's funny because, it was like late 80s, early 90s, and it was all about the show. Looking right, and the show being in sync, and
Well, you were also competing with MTV Video, so you had to make sure your live show was kind of exciting.
Yeah, on edge all the time. Our live show. I mean, I have to say, we really worked hard to make sure that our live show was as top notch as it could be for the resources we had, and we were into choreography and larger than life kind of stuff. I mean, our heroes, Kiss and all those bands, they were all doing it. So anyway, to get back to your,
I was gonna say, so what was it?
We would do like different moves and different choreography moves on stage. And I remember Shut Up and Kiss Me was the big moment where the entire band spun in sync, even Frank on drums. He had he would oil his seat up like extra.
Well, Frank used to play sideways.
He would play sideways, but then he would oil up the seat. And then when the spin came, the whole band would spin in sync. And then we nail it on the downbeat. And it was quite...
Oh, you could see the people used to like jump at it.
It was quite a sight. You know what, man? I look like a lot of people look back on it and go, oh, that was, cheesy or this and that. But nothing could compare to the great times that people had at shows back then. It's just not the same right now. And I'm not saying it's for that reason or any other reason, just the fact that it was a bar that was set really high and everybody left those shows with a smile on their face. And
so if you want to see it, watch the All-American Washout video, The Way In. It's on the Melody Records page. You got to watch the video. You'll see we actually captured it from a couple of different shows. It's a montage of like all the things that The Way In and Citizens used to do together.
Yeah.
So check that out. All right. That concludes this episode of Backstory. I am Quig.
And I'm Danny.
And we'll see you next time.
Take care.
Backstory has been brought to you by Melody Records. We'll see you next time.